My name is Thomas Evan Johnson. I'm a sophomore at Aberville High School, and I played baseball and basketball. In the summer of 2023, I had two back-to-back injuries. I was at a church event, and I leaned back on some stacked chairs, and I cut the tip of my finger off. And about a month later, I was at a swimming party, and I was playing basketball, and I came down wrong, and I broke my knee. And after I broke my knee, we had already knew of Dr. Moore since I had cut the tip of my finger off. So my mom called him immediately after the injury, and we got a doctor's appointment set up for the next morning. And I went to the doctor, got everything x-rayed, and found out that it was broken. And Dr. Moore worked me in to where I could have surgery that afternoon. And it was really tough for me figuring out that I broke my knee, but Dr. Moore and his team were there for me and let me know that everything was going to be okay. And throughout the whole journey, Dr. Moore was just very encouraging, and his team was always comforting me and let me know that everything was going to be okay through the journey. So about a month and a half after my surgery, I started physical therapy, and that was tough. It was hard to get back to where I wanted to be, but everyone at physical therapy helped me and explained to me like what all my exercises were helping me do and helping my body get back to. And about 3 months of physical therapy, I got back to playing basketball, and I played JV basketball, and we won the county tournament, and I played in just about every game once I got back. And then I got back to baseball immediately after basketball and played varsity baseball the whole season.
I'm very grateful for the care that TOC, Dr. Moore and his entire team provided to my son, Thomas Evan. Throughout his entire experience with the back-to-back injuries, one of the things that I observed as a parent and caregiver was not only how the injuries impacted my son physically, but how it made an impact on him mentally and emotionally. During the season of his injuries, he was bedbound during the summer months as a 15-year-old who was used to playing sports, multiple sports, and so that weighed in on him. I can remember after the knee fracture, he and I having a conversation about, Mom, why do these things keep happening to me? And so together, he and I learned to just overcome not just the physical injury, but also just the impact that it had on him mentally. Dr. Moore and his team and the physical therapists were always reassuring to Thomas Evan. They gave a practical layout of what he could expect. I don't feel like that they, tried to over-encourage him, but I feel like at the right time on every single visit, somebody within the team was always there to speak into his spirit and his emotional well-being as much as work toward his physical healing. I can remember on one of the visits when Dr. Moore reminded Thomas Evan, your knee's not fractured anymore, it's good. And so that was something that Thomas Evan needed to hear so that he himself could just get up and then keep doing what he had always done. It really helped him not have reservations when he hit the court again. As he shared, the Aberville High School JV team ended up winning the Marshall County Championship, and he was an active part of that. The newspaper article noted the scores that he had. So there's just not enough gratitude as a parent that I could express on behalf of TOC and just the entire team of Dr. Moore and his nurses and staff and their commitment and investment into my son's healing, not just physical, but mental and emotional. And being able to go as frequently as I did, I don't feel like that was something that was unique to just the care of my son, but I observed that week in and week out each time I drove Thomas Evan to doctor's appointments. I also appreciated that even though as a parent I was there alongside Thomas on those visits, that he spoke directly to Thomas and he communicated to him in a way that he could understand what was taking place with his knee and his body, and then allowed opportunity for Thomas Evan to ask questions.